Over the last 1 week, the India Today special investigation team has been in Uttar Pradesh looking at the cheating mafia. Remember last year in admission season, we brought you how the admission mafia is running rampant and running riot in Bihar. Now we're shifting our gaze to Uttar Pradesh, where a new government has taken over. Remember, it was way back during then Chief Minister Rajnath Singh's tenure that the government actually came down on the cheating mafia. However, that didn't go down well. Electorally, Rajnath Singh believed that was one of the main reasons the BJP lost. Now, as you're about to see in this Big India Today expose, the cheating mafia is back, and how? And everyone from district administration officials to school management to teachers to students, even parents are involved. We bring you this report from Cheating Pradesh.
मथुरा, देवरिया, बलिया, मैनपुरी, evidence of Uttar Pradesh's failing education system. Students as young as 10th graders using unfair means to achieve good marks in exams, aided as they are by brothers, cousins, friends, parents, and a cheating mafia of touts and corrupt staff. A stunning week-long investigation by India Today across Uttar Pradesh has exposed the state's underground gateways to higher education and employment. So for these students, passing their pressure-packed examination is a must. By book or by crook. The size of this unscrupulous practice is huge. Nothing sacrosanct about these examinations. Neither boundary walls nor what's happening inside these test centers. The police look the other way. Technology has made it worse. Exam questions are captured on smartphones, transmitted to associates outside. Responses are received within minutes. Conventional cheat notes are also smuggled in with ease. And some even ping them inside class. Students hurl them out if flying squads arrive. Uttar Pradesh's school board exams are now on. But for many, cheating seems to be the only way to move ahead in a state that has a poor track record in teaching. Uttar Pradesh suffers from a chronic shortage of teachers. There's one for 56 students at the secondary level compared with 27 to 1 nationally. No justification for cheating. But this statewide phenomenon appears to be a symptom of a bigger epidemic, fostered by a gang of school and government administrators. India Today's undercover reporters have cracked open this unholy collusion. Avantibai in the college is caught on camera explaining the modus operandi behind the rampant cheating. Right, he says, can fix anything and anything, from test centers to sending subject experts. Right there, the examination board.
सेंटर भी ऐसा लगवा देते भाई ठीक सा हो और क्या उसके यहाँ पैसे 3-4 लाख रुपए लेता है वो
सेंटर वाला
मन मर्जी सेंटर लगाने की मान लिया हमें सेंटर नहीं मिल रहा हमने कहा हमारा तो सेंटर भला नहीं दे रहे लगा दीजिए जो अपने जुगाड़ के सब अपने काम हो जाता है भाई हमारे प्रिंसिपल हमारे माफी के केंद्र व्यवस्था का हमने कहा साहब इसमें लगा दो हमारे तो 2 लाख रुपए खर्च हो रहा है और जान दो इस तरह होता था काम
वो तो बच्चों से रिकॉर्ड हो जाएगा 2-3 लाख
वही भाई जो है जो पास होना चाहते हैं कमजोर है चाहते हैं उन्हीं से होता था लेकिन कभी हमने आश्वासन नहीं दिया
वो टाइम के टाइम पे होता लास्ट टाइम पे होता
है मौका देख के कि अगर हो रहा है काम तो ठीक है कोई 10-5 बच्चे ऐसे हैं तो धक्का लग जाता है।
It takes up to 4 lakh rupees to calculate allotment of examination centers in Uttar Pradesh.
हम तो जैसे अब जब पैसा खर्च करते हैं तो ये देखते भाई हमारे मनमाफिक सेंटर लगाओ
तो आपको लग जाता है।
Now this principle reveals
तो वहाँ पे मतलब
cheating is organized in this racket.
तो वहाँ पे मतलब लिखने
अब
की
तक तो खूब लग रहे थे।
लिखने की आज़ादी रहती है।
बस हम टीचर कराते हैं, ऐसे खुलेआम नहीं टीचर कराते हैं वहाँ पे आपको ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप आ रहे हैं ना, तो सारे अब तो ज़्यादा लिखने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है अब
तो मतलब सारे करवा देते हैं, मतलब बच्चों को कंप्लीट करवा देते हैं। आप लोग ऐसी जगह सेंटर लेते हैं?
हाँ।
Next, our investigative reporters met this man, Sushil Kumar Sharma, founder of Meerut's KVSS Vidyapeeth Senior Secondary School. He quoted a cost as low as 1,000 rupees to rig exams per student.
तो एक टाइम पीरियड होता है, उसमें सेंटर अलॉटेड होते हैं, करीब ये होता है नवंबर दिसंबर में होता है।
सेटिंग करने के लिए पैसे?
सेटिंग के लिए बहुत कम में होगा, वो हो जाएगा सेट, ज़्यादा नहीं होता।
क्योंकि
यदि उसकी अच्छी डिसीजन लाने तो 1200-1500 का पर केस हो जाता है सर।
अच्छा, तो 50 बंदे का अगर 50 रुपये दिए तो
50 केस हैं तो अपना 50,000 दे दिया, वो बड़े आराम से हो जाता है।
सेंटर अलॉट कौन करते हैं? यूपी बोर्ड वाले?
होता तो वहीं से ही है, तो वो करते ही है। डीएम की कमेटी है, डीएम वगैरह डीएम है, उसमें आपके डीएस हैं, 2-3 अधिकारी हैं, जेडी वगैरह वो लोग बैठ के करते हैं।
तो इन्हीं लोगों को पैसे देना?
हाँ, पर यह कि वो जो कंसर्न जो मेन बनाता है वहाँ सेटिंग होती है।
अच्छा,
अधिकारी के नॉलेज में रहता है, क्योंकि अधिकारी से डायरेक्ट आप कंसर्न करके नहीं करा सकते। तो जो बाबू मेन है, प्रशासनिक अधिकारी के नाम है उसका बाबू का, तो वो जो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव अफसर है उसको बना रखा है इस काम के लिए, वो सारे काम करा देते।
For now, Uttar Pradesh's Yogi government has come down heavily on illegal slaughterhouses and roadside Romeos. But the real issue that the state faces are more profound. Rebuilding Uttar Pradesh's broken education system should be on top of his agenda. With Syed Masroor Hassan, this is Nitin Jain and Muhammad Hizbullah for India Today's Special Investigation Team.
As somebody who studied in schools with exceedingly strict invigilation, this is quite shocking. You've got district administration officials, you've got cops floating around, you've got teachers helping students cheat. What's the point then of taking exams? Joining us on this broadcast live from Lucknow, Senior Minister in the Yogi Adityanath Cabinet, Siddharth Singh. Also with us on this broadcast, Ghanshyam Tiwari is a spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Rohan Abbas is a student, just gone into his 12th standard. Madhu Chandra is a well-known educationalist. I first want to go across to Siddharth Singh. Minister, this Big India Today expose done by our special investigation team showing some of the real problems you have to deal with. Can you explain how the Yogi Adityanath government responds to this huge expose and what do you intend to do about it, Minister?
Well, Rahul, it's a huge problem that we have on hand. Amongst other problems that we have, it surprises us that for 5 years, a person like Akhilesh Yadav did not crack on them. And it's wide open. The unscrupulous mean is known well. There is a nexus which runs deep of politicians, and I would say politicians mostly from the Samajwadi Party and BSP, but I will not spare us also. There are smaller ones from ours also. But it runs absolutely deep, and with the police connivance, the Lok Seva, Lok Seva Ayog, which was one of the closest or the blue-eyed boys of Akhilesh Yadav, who was the chairman, the appointments of the teachers, the way it has all gone about, it's a huge mess. I cannot even, the time given to me on a channel will be small, but I can express only one thing: this will end, and the solution is very clear. That it's not that we have to find, we are working on steps. I cannot elaborate as of now, but we are working very, very seriously to put an end to this unscrupulous educational institution which is running in Uttar Pradesh, and we need to bring back the pride so that our children's future is secured. Otherwise, somebody coming from Uttar Pradesh and has a degree has no meaning anywhere in the country. This has to change, and we have started working on it.
Minister, you're promising that you're working on this, but I want to put this in context for our viewers because memory is short. Remember, when I was traveling with the Home Minister Rajnath Singh during this election campaign, he told me that one of the reasons he believes he lost in the early 2000s was because he went after the cheating mafia. I want to put out what Rajnath Singh has done. At that time, there was an anti-copying act that was brought, which Rajnath, as Education Minister, passed a new law which essentially made it a non-bailable offence. If anybody was caught cheating, he would be punished very severely. Cheating was made a cognizable offence. It was totally non-bailable. This is the Anti-Copying Act of 1992. Police was allowed to do checks during exams. The law was criticised by all. The BJP lost the election that followed. In came Mulayam Singh Yadav, and then he spared the rod. Very quickly, the SP-BSP government revoked the Anti-Copying Act. Cheating cases dropped from 25,000 to about 19,000. And subsequently, when the BJP government came back, there was a new law that was brought. This is the Anti-Copying Act of 1998. Here, cheating was a cognizable offence, but the difference was that this became bailable. So it was a much milder version of the original act. This spared a lot of students, and therefore, over a period of time, cheating menace came back in the way that it was. So, Siddharth, this is something BJP governments in the past have said that they've tried to deal with. But Minister Rajnath Singh told me this himself when we were flying on with him during the election, that one of the reasons he thought he lost was because he went after the cheating mafia. Now, if that's the way the previous government felt, and if that's the way the Home Minister of this country feels, then how can we believe that what you're saying is what you'll follow through on?
Well, let me put it in more simpler terms. The government's intent during Rajnath ji, when he was the education minister, was very clear, and we went for it. And we said Anti-Copying Act has to be there, which was a severe punishment. We will still go ahead, and we will learn from the past. And when you learn from the past, you have to go in a more holistic manner, and that includes the entire nexus activity, and that needs to be cracked. And where, again, I am repeating, it has political color, it has administrative color, it has the appointment administration also of the teachers, it has a huge police cover also and involvement. So you have to break that together, and we are confident once we do that and give an alternate to the student, a better education system, a fairer education system, and a better future within the state, I'm sure we will be able to
during
crack,
the campaign,
and we do have a time,
Minister,
which is fairly big, that is 5 years, and we are...
Minister, during the campaign, the BJP said, once the BJP comes to power, this problem will be solved. Now, your government is now in power. In this investigation, you can see police personnel standing around in some of the schools. The police station is opposite the road where this cheating mafia is flourishing. Now, if Yogi Adityanath is indeed this tough man, you've sent out a very stern message, the whip has been cracked, then why is this going on still under your watch this time?
Well, Rahul, you know, as I mentioned, it's a huge nexus, and what the clippings which you're showing and the exams which were held is, if I can recall, on 19th we took the oath. The Council of Ministers and the Chief Minister took oath on 19th, and the exam started somewhere on 21st. So please do. I'm sure with that kind of a nexus, you don't think that a government which is just 24 hours will be able to crack this
what you're
nexus.
saying, Minister.
What I'm
Minister,
saying
I understand what you're saying. You can't break the nexus so quickly. No, 1 second. I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying that if Yogi Adityanath has sent out the stern message, slaughterhouses are being shut down and meat shops have shut down, slaughterhouses are being shut down, then surely a stern message needs to go here as well. When it's happening under the police's nose, that's under your control. Okay, you will take some time to go after the politicians, but let's do what you can do.
I'll tell you something. when you talk about illegal slaughterhouses, there is already an act which is existing. We are just implementing that act, and the act is pretty strong on illegal slaughterhouses, and particularly related to the cow and the buffaloes also. So it is not difficult, except the previous government didn't want to act on it. Here the act has many loopholes which allows a great amount of freedom to everybody. There is nothing which is hugely punishable. So there is an issue related to this, but all I'm saying is, again I'm repeating on your channel, and that you can take the word of the government, as I am the spokesperson of the government. We are working on it, and we are working very, very seriously. You will see the results very soon.
Let's see, I will believe this only when we actually see cheating come down. We are happy to do this investigation 1 month later as well, and we will report fairly whether cheating levels have actually come down or not. But I'm going to leave it there. Siddharth Singh, Senior Minister in the Yogi Adityanath government, making a big promise, saying that he is cleaning the rot he believes. He's saying also that they're going after the cheating mafia, and he promises to break the back of this cheating mafia. Thank you very much, Siddharth, for joining us. I want to go across to Ghanshyam Tiwari, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Now, this has happened essentially, Mr. Tiwari, on your watch. We saw how the Mulayam Singh Yadav government diluted the Anti-Copying Act. Now, over the last 5 years, this is a problem that is endemic across Uttar Pradesh. Siddharth Singh saying that a degree from Uttar Pradesh means nothing.
Well, I think Siddharth Singh is an articulate voice of the government. I wish he does not become the apologetic voice of the government as he has become with respect to anti-Romeo squad, with respect to slaughterhouses, and even in this issue. Now, coming to the problem that you are mentioning, I'll just put 3 things on the table. One, the Prime Minister, and I must welcome this, the Prime Minister said about cheating mafia in Uttar Pradesh public rally. But the only irony to which Shri Akhilesh Yadav ji pointed out was one of the largest cheating mafia, a BJP MP, was there on that dais at that very moment. So that exposes a double speak. 2, just a couple of days back, the Times of India flashed stories of mass cheating in Gurugram. So this is not just limited to Uttar Pradesh. Even in Gujarat, the cheating has gone up 6,000% in last 3 years. Gurugram images are still visible on internet.
Did you get this 6,000% figure? Okay, 1 second. Ghanshyam Tiwari, hold your horse for just a moment. Hold this horse that you're riding just for a moment. I will deal with Gurugram separately. I will deal with Gujarat separately. Mr. Tiwari, I'm asking you about what happened under your watch over the past 5 years. Why don't you respond to that? I'll deal with Gurugram separately. I'll deal with Gujarat separately.
I can give you the news source to that figure.
Why don't you tell us what happened on your watch?
Now to the question. When you are talking about, I'm telling you that when you are talking about a problem that includes students, that include parents, that include teachers, you are looking at a scenario where an education system is not delivering what it should deliver. It should ideally deliver knowledge, and it should deliver jobs. In the past 3 years, this government, union government, that came on the promise of 2 crore jobs has not delivered any jobs. So you are creating a desperate situation in society where people have to pass through examinations to get jobs, and those jobs do not exist, and as a result you are looking at situations where parents, teachers, students are putting themselves at risk, be it in Gurugram, be it in Gujarat, or be it in Uttar Pradesh. So one, I object to just looking at this whole thing just as a focus of Uttar Pradesh, as if this is something that has failed entirely in Uttar Pradesh.
We've dealt with Bihar separately. You cannot accuse the India Today group of focusing unfairly on Uttar Pradesh, because last year we ran an entire series, an award-winning series on the cheating mafia in Bihar. We're doing it now in Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh has been in the news, and the cheating mafia here has its tentacles that run very deep. Madhu Chandra, as a renowned educationist, what do you make of the fact that parents and teachers are equally involved? You've got parents standing there wanting their child to cheat, and you've got teachers in those videos dictating answers. What's the point of taking exams in which case?
See, because we are not inculcating the moral values from day one, if we are not teaching them that if they can work without supervision, they should study every day, and there should be good teachers. Teachers should be doing their duties. Then they don't need to do
Are
all
teachers
these
making
things.
up for their own feelings? Because if these students give genuine exams,
the teachers are dictating,
then you know how much those teachers have taught.
taking money. They are taking, it means every day they are not teaching, they are not doing their duty, they are maybe doing tuitions, they are going out of the school, they are marked present, and that is why there is more accountability in private organizations than what we see here.
Rohan Abbas is somebody who goes to a school in Delhi, and as somebody whose mother says that you study really hard from early in the morning till late into the night. What do you make of these images coming in from Uttar Pradesh? This is very distressing. You've got students studying hours on end in several cities and towns and villages. You've got a bunch of people cheating, and that's really very unfair. It tilts the scale in favor of those who are cheating, Rohan.
Yes, sir. I'm in class 12 right now, and because I'm an aspirant for Delhi University, cutoffs like 98% loom over my head. And because of something like that, you have to put in dedicated hard work for around, I'd say, 10 to 15 hours a day at least. Now, when we hear of stories like this of mass cheating, of change of test centers, we feel very demotivated, because we imagine a scenario where people who can sit with a book and copy all the answers can get into colleges while we're putting in hard work all throughout the year. And I think that the main crux of this issue is, A, why are issues like love jihad as well as ghar wapsi getting more priority over something so core like education, which forms the base for human capital formation in India, and as well as what kind of measures that can be taken by the law enforcement agencies as well as the politicians to curb this issue.
Point. Because you've got so much focus on these slaughterhouses
exams are starting,
and roadside Romeos, students like Rohan will say, well, this is what the government really ought to be dealing with.
Because when we knew that 12th and 10th class exams are starting, at that point of time, one stricture, any kind of instructions could have been given to even for school teachers or maybe police men also, that at the centers we'll crack down on these people also, and in case somebody is found, that center will be cancelled. Some
strict measure needs to be taken. You've gone down on slaughterhouses. The same kind of effort is not being seen. I want to go across now.
Maybe tomorrow we see.
Of course, after this investigation they will. Of course, because I want to go across now, in fact, to the man who's responsible. Dinesh Sharma is the Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. He's the Education Minister. He's just got started, wasn't very keen on coming. We convinced him to come and speak to us. He said, give me some time. But Mr. Sharma, this is a very important question that's being asked. आपकी सरकार काम शुरू कर रही है, कई सारी चीजें प्रायोरिटी से डील भी कर रही है, लेकिन स्टूडेंट्स पूछेंगे कि क्या ये आपके लिए प्रायोरिटी नहीं है? चीटिंग नेक्सस जो इंडिया टुडे ग्रुप ने एक्सपोज किया है, उसके खिलाफ आप क्या कार्रवाई करने वाले हैं मंत्री जी?
और कैसे वो जॉब्स करेंगे?
काम का चार्ज लेने के बाद तीसरा दिन है। पहले दिन मैंने विजिट किया जहां जहां पे सूचनाएं मिली थी उन स्थानों पर। मैंने सारे जिला अधिकारियों से और सारे एसएसपी से वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग करके सरकार की नीति को स्पष्ट कर दिया कि नकल किसी कीमत पे बर्दाश्त नहीं होगी। सारे डीआईओस को हमने निर्देशित किया कि वो जहां जहां नकल की सूचनाएं हैं तुरंत तत्काल वो छापा मारे, तत्काल वहां पे कार्रवाई करें। कई जगहों पर डिबार कर दिया गया, जहां पर नकल की सूचना मिली कई परीक्षा केंद्र डिबार कर दिए गए, और डिबार करने के बाद उनको ये निर्देश दिया कि मुख्यालय पर उनकी परीक्षा होगी। इसके बाद हम लोग एक नई रणनीति 1-2 दिन के अंदर तैयार करके तत्काल के एक कंट्रोल रूम हो ऐसा कि जहां पर कोई अगर सूचना देता है कि यहाँ पर नकल हो रही है।
मिनिस्टर साहब, डेप्यूटी सीएम साहब, कंट्रोल रूम में तो इन्फॉर्मेशन तब आएगी अगर कोई चाहे कि इसको एक्सपोज करे। तो इंडिया टुडे ग्रुप ने जाके एक्सपोज किया। यहाँ पे तो स्कूल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, टीचर्स, प्रिंसिपल, स्टूडेंट्स, पेरेंट्स सब मिले हुए। तो आपके कंप्लेंट जब कंट्रोल रूम बना रहे, कौन है? तो सबको सूट करता है। यहाँ तक कि आपकी डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन भी इन्वॉल्व है। वो बता रहे हैं कि किस तरीके से एग्जाम सेंटर चेंज हो सकता है, पैसे देने पड़ते हैं। डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के लोग जिनकी जिम्मेदारी है एग्जाम कंडक्ट करना, वो पैसे खा रहे हैं। आप जो कर सकते हैं, जो डायरेक्टली आपके पर्व्यू में आता है, उसके बारे में आप क्या करेंगे?
मैंने जिला अधिकारियों को और संबंधित पुलिस अधीक्षकों को वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग में स्पष्ट निर्देश दिए हैं कि जहां भी इस प्रकार की कोई घटनाएं मिले उनके खिलाफ सख्त से सख्त कार्रवाई की जाए। और इस पे कई जगह पे अमल भी किया गया। कई जगह नकल केंद्रों पे जो बदनाम थे, कई जगह परीक्षार्थी छोड़कर पहले ही से चले गए, परीक्षा देने ही नहीं आए। कई जगह प्रबंधकों ने अपने पहले से ही व्यवस्थाओं को दुरुस्त करने की कोशिश किया है। ये एक ऐसा कार्य है जिसमें पहले से काफी प्रयत्न किए जाने की जरूरत है। और मैं फिर से कह सकता हूं कि अगर कहीं ऐसी शिकायत मिलेगी तो जो संबंधित अधिकारी हैं वो उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई करेंगे।
But Minister, you know, we were just hearing Rohan speak and ये सब बोल रहे हैं कि आपने पिछले कुछ दिनों में कई सारे आपने स्टेप्स लिए इलीगल स्लॉटर हाउसेस के खिलाफ, रोड साइड रोमियोस के खिलाफ। क्या ये वाकई में एक प्रायोरिटी है? क्योंकि बीजेपी पहले हाथ जला चुकी है एंटी कॉपिंग एक्ट के साथ। क्या वाकई में आप इस पे क्लैम्प डाउन करेंगे? क्योंकि अभी सिद्धार्थनाथ सिंह मान रहे थे कि आपकी पार्टी के भी कुछ नेता हैं जो कि एजुकेशन इंडस्ट्री में इन्वॉल्व हैं। क्या वाकई में क्लैम्प डाउन करेंगे? क्या हम लोग माने कि आपके लिए प्रायोरिटी है या आपकी प्रायोरिटीज कुछ और हैं?
आप बिल्कुल निश्चित रहे। उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार ने जब भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार रही है, नकल विहीन परीक्षा की हिमायती बीजेपी सरकार रही है और नकल विहीन परीक्षा होगी। अब इसमें हमको समय बिल्कुल भी नहीं मिल पाया है कि कुछ दिन अगर बैठे हुआ है तो कुछ दिन में जितने बेहतर प्रयत्न हो सकते थे उसको हमने किया है, लेकिन निश्चित मानिए कि आने वाले समय में हम अमली जामा पहनाएंगे इसको। नकल किसी भी कीमत पर उत्तर प्रदेश में कम से कम संभव नहीं होगी और नकल कराने वाले जो भी लोग होंगे उनका स्थान दंडात्मक कार्रवाई के अंतर्गत उनका स्थान जेल होगा।
I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much, Dinesh Sharma, for joining us on this broadcast. The new education minister, and I will concede, you need to give the government some time. The man's just been in his job for a couple of days. You can't hold him accountable, but you need to tell him that he's being watched and that action needs to be taken and needs to be taken now. The government needs to realize that. I've got a reaction coming in now from Union HRD Minister Prakash Javadekar. Let's listen to what Prakash Javadekar is saying.
The mass copying which we are witnessing in some states in the board examination is an unfortunate sin. It hurts, it pains, and it's really a downfall of our systems. And therefore, this is unacceptable. Compromising on merit and such things prevailing is absolutely unacceptable. Country can't make progress with such atmosphere, and therefore we will take these issues with the concerned governments, state governments, because they, after all, it's their domain and they need to, society wants progress.
Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much, Madhu Chandra, Ghanshyam Tiwari, Rohan Dabas, Siddharthnath Singh joining us. I think the purpose has been served, the message has been sent out. The new government in Uttar Pradesh sounding very aggressive, saying they'll come down hard. We will see the difference. I will believe this only when a difference can be seen, and I promise our viewers we will do a follow-up expose towards the end of this exam cycle, and let's see if by then things start falling into shape. Remember, wherever we sent our correspondents, in each center they were able to get the cheating mafia on camera within the first few hours. It's not as if they've been working on the story for weeks on end. Within the first few hours of landing in every district, they were able to very quickly get onto the cheating mafia, showing just how rampant this is.